Now, there must be something in the water, you guys, because celebrities right now are buying properties hand over fist. We've got J-Lo and Ben Affleck, who just listed their Beverly Hills compound only a year after buying it. Jonah Hill is selling his waterfront house in Malibu. And Mandy Moore decided to get rid of her awesome little mid-century modern home in Pasadena. In today's episode, let's dive into some of the top celebrity real estate headlines from the last couple weeks. All right, guys, let's actually start with Ryan Seacrest. He just listed his 40-acre property in Napa Valley. He wants $22 million. It's kind of surprising to see him part ways with this place so soon. He completed a significant remodel earlier this year, but Ryan is a total baller. He's worth almost $500 million as of the last report. So let's just put it this way. If he drops $20 million on a property in Napa just 6 months ago, and then he changes his mind and decides he doesn't want to own it anymore, he can kind of do that. This house is very different than the typical type of house that we talk about around here. It's not huge either. It's only 5 bedrooms, 10,000 square feet. It's all about the acreage though. Like I said, this place is almost 40 acres. I think this property or whatever this stuff is up here and this little side house over here, these are all part of his lot, I'm pretty sure. Absolutely insane, and what an amazing shot. Here's the house, here's the vineyards over here in the back. You're surrounded by this forest. Something, I don't know how many vineyards you guys have been to. I've been to just a few. I'm not a huge wine guy, but it's so funny. Every vineyard I ever have been to has this gravel driveway. I am obsessed with that sound that your truck makes when you're driving through a driveway like this. So behind these gates, you have a little hangout area. Just take a look at that. Then if you make a right, you'll go right into the main living space here, and check out those views behind the living room. I love the wood on the ceilings, super cool detail. I said I'm not a wine guy earlier. I would definitely be drinking a bottle of wine if I owned this place. I'd be posted up right here. Lots of indoor-outdoor space going on all around this place. Here's the kitchen. Doesn't feel like he touched this. From what I understand, he just remodeled the master bedroom and the guest suite, I think. You're not gonna run out of places to sit and just hang out if you live here, that's for sure. I love it when the primary bathroom has like an outdoor area or a little patio off the bathroom. It just makes it feel like a spa. This house basically just goes on and on. We have a little library area, a wet bar, what's this? Probably a cigar room, more places to sit. What do you know? A wine cellar, a swimming pool, and you know what? I like that they use the darker PebbleTec. I usually don't like this, but it just really, something about that darker tone of water really goes with the vibe of this house. Awesome property. I'm sure it is a ton to maintain this thing, so that would be my guess as to why he's selling it, but let me know down in the comments. Do you guys have any interest in owning a property like this? Like if you had all the money in the world, would you rather spend it on a vineyard for 20 million bucks in Napa? Or would you rather live in a condo in New York City? Or would you rather live in a mega mansion in Beverly Hills? Your options are kind of unlimited when you got a budget like this, but how would you spend it? Next up, we've got Jonah Hill, one of my favorite actors, honestly. He's hilarious. He just listed his house in Malibu. He wants a little under 17 million. So my first impression is, come on. Can you imagine owning this place, being able to sit out on this balcony every morning for a coffee, being able to come home from work and walk down to the water, literally like 15 steps from where you live? It's an older house. It was built in 1931. Honestly, pretty impressive. It's still standing with it being that close to the water. And let's look at the price history on this one. So looks like he bought this place only a couple of years ago for $15.5 million. The cover shot kind of speaks for itself, but 2 compliments to the photographer. For 1, the sunset shot is really nice. For 2, I love how they waited until a couple birds were flying through. So here's the street view. Here's what it looks like close up to the front door. Pretty cool how they painted this thing all black. You don't usually see that with these 1930s houses. Whoa, bright inside though. So what do we got? Yellow floors, white walls, and a baby blue ceiling. That's wild. You know, that plaster detail on the walls right there, you do not see that anymore. It's very difficult to pull off. It's very expensive. So if you got an old house that has this in it, it's a nice touch. That flooring, I really don't even know what's going on here. It looks kind of just like painted concrete, which is not very durable. Maybe it's like an epoxy though. With this thing being so close to the water though, it's crazy though. We're 9, 10, 11, 12 photos in, and it doesn't even seem like you can see the ocean from the inside of this house. Okay, there's a little peek of it. So this is the downside to owning a house that was built 100 years ago that sits on the water. You have to kind of crouch down to even get your water view. If someone tore this down, not saying they should, but if someone tore this place down and built a new modern house here, they'd probably have 10-foot ceilings, probably a 2-story, so you'd be able to sit up on a second balcony and just look out to the water. If you're a guest over here and you don't feel like going outside to see the ocean, don't worry, they got you covered with the wallpaper. Nice sized living room, and hey, if Jonah Hill wants to watch himself on the big screen, he can just roll down this projector. He's got it mounted over here in this box. I gotta say, the furniture package in here is really nice and really clean. I'm guessing he probably already moved out of this place and he hired stagers to come in and just stage it to perfection. That's really the best way to go when you're trying to sell your house. If you stage your house by professionals, you're more likely to sell it faster, and I think the stats are that like staged houses sell for 10% more than non-staged houses, something crazy like that. There is an upstairs here with an ocean view, awesome little covered area to hang out, and you can practically dip your feet in the water from your deck. Okay, it turns out that Mandy Moore bought an awesome little mid-century modern home in Pasadena back in 2017. She did a great renovation here too, but it sounds like she's just outgrown the place. She just relisted it for sale for $6 million. According to a post on her Instagram, she said that it's the end of an era. The home does mean a lot to her, especially after the restoration, but her and her family already have 2 kids, and now they've got another on the way. I get it, these mid-century modern homes do tend to be a little bit on the smaller side. I love how she took this renovation really seriously though. She brought on several architects, landscape architects, designers. Like, she really wanted to respect the home, it sounds like. So I'm looking forward to seeing the photos. Perfect cover shot. You can barely even see the house, but you're already starting to get those like Palm Springs vibes. Wow, so when you walk through the front door, you got this cool brick on the floor. Looks like probably some white epoxy over there. And talk about a focal point. Look at this fireplace. She did pretty good with the furniture, and nice touch here with the floor to ceiling windows, looking out at that cactus garden. This is always a great detail whenever you're able to bring a material like this from the inside to the outside. Another angle of that seating area, there's even more windows over here in the corner. Yeah, I don't even know what that fireplace is. It looks like probably copper, I'm gonna guess. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think. I'm obsessed with whatever that material is on that bench. Super clean kitchen. It doesn't feel all that mid-century modern, I'll say, but love the marble countertops. I'm a huge marble fan. I love that like avocado green cabinet. You got some built-in benches over here by the windows. People don't do that anymore. There's a lot of things that people used to do back in the 50s that you don't see builders do anymore, and I don't understand why. Like, that's a cool feature right there. What I like about this style of design, you guys, is that it's just so simple. Like, a lot of these mansions that we look at here on the channel are so chaotic because the designers just go crazy. Like, it's just very simple, subtle finishes throughout this bathroom. It doesn't hurt your head to look at this. And then out back, you got a great sized swimming pool, huge built-in bench, nice covered outdoor kitchen area, and there's all these random little pockets that you can hang out. This would be a fun property to own. I mean, it's not too overwhelming. It wouldn't be too much to like manage it and clean it and just maintain it. I like this place a lot. This is my favorite one of the day for sure. It's time we talk about the most expensive house on our list today. J-Lo and Ben Affleck are selling their house in Beverly Hills, and they want $68 million. I've clearly been living under a rock, but apparently these two were dating at one point a long time ago. Then they broke up, then they started dating again, and then about a year ago, they bought this mega mansion together. It is a monster of a property. I would never want a house this big. 12 bedrooms, 24 bathrooms, and 38,000 square feet. Gosh, man, I don't even know how to describe this other than this, to me, is like the epitome of Beverly Hills luxury. Not my style, but this is baller. Yeah, so to even get into the compound, you're driving through gates that look like this with a hedge-lined driveway. Great room is just insane. I like how they dropped the ceilings for the living room here. It makes it a lot more cozy. Something about the color on those walls is doing it for me. I like that, you guys. Very weird though. So we go from like more of an old world traditional kind of a style to a super contemporary kitchen. Doesn't seem like there's much for views on this one, at least not yet. I love it when people put in those pools that are just like slightly raised with a negative edge that flows into this little basin next to them. Super cool fire feature, and look at the ceiling on this patio. They've got like 150 can lights up here or something. This bedroom is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure everything we're looking at here is the master bedroom. So bed over here on the right, Random little seating area with a fireplace over here on the left. Balcony behind the TV, and then over on the right, you have your own living room inside your master. Oh my God, I don't even know what this is, but I guess this is something that Jennifer Lopez was using, probably, not Ben Affleck. We got an indoor game room, tennis court, basketball court, a home gym. Of course, this is located in one of the best parts of Beverly Hills. $68 million might sound like a ton of money. It's not the best market to be selling a mansion like this or to be selling any real estate for that matter, unfortunately, but best of luck to these guys. Thanks guys for tuning in to another episode. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button down below before you go. I'll see you guys next time.